Okay, so now we moved on to the self-analysis of golf. In this section, you'll be able to see I've done a SWOT analysis of my own performance and also video footage to back up what I felt my SWOT analysis should state. So, one of the areas that I can focus on the SWOT was my strengths, which was I had good club control. What I mean by this is that throughout the shot, I had the right uh, idea of like having the ball in the center of the club. So when you have the ball in the center of the club, it means you can get your like should be your best shot. So as soon as you hit it, it goes more or less in a straight line, hopefully, and yeah, you get the perfect shot that you want. So that was one of my strengths. Another one, I had good posture and technique. So what is meant by this is my technique was that I had the good enough shoulder rotation, and which meant that you'll probably see in the video that as I went up, my shoulders kind of kept a nice straight line throughout the whole thing, which is kind of needed in golf. So as you keep that line, you can come down and get the power onto it and everything like that. But as ever, there are some weaknesses which you can see. Uh, so one of the my main areas I could improve in my game is my body alignment. I noticed in a few videos of me playing golf, I'm kind of off center of the ball. So when you're playing golf, you're meant to have the ball kind of in between your legs, which is where the club's going to go and that. So I noticed that I was kind of leaning more towards being further behind the center alignment of the ball, which meant that from this my shots would go off primarily to the left, getting a bit of draw on it. So that's draw is just where the ball curls off and goes off to the left. So I was getting draw on the ball, which meant that I had to play harder shots, and I didn't make life easy for myself. So ultimately, I probably would have lost the hole. Another area was my grip of the club. So in the paragraph, I stated that my hands were kind of in a baseball grip. So what I mean by that is my hands were like that, and the club would be going through. So I was like that. Instead, I should have been having the golf grip, which is having your pinky finger and your index finger kind of interlinked like that. Uh, that's just for kind of not comfort, but it's kind of more comfortable, and plus that way with that it's quite easy for the club to go all over the place. But when you're locked in, you can only go as far as your hands will allow it. So that was another area for improvement. In the SWOT analysis, I started to talk about the opportunities there are for me to improve on these. So one of them would be to go out, obviously, to the driving range, play games of golf, and kind of improve through practicing the grips, practicing getting in the center of the ball. But also, no one would be having coaching lessons from the club pro, because obviously they're the pro. They know what will work, what won't work, and how that can be adapted to me and my style of playing. So yeah, those were kind of my strengths and weaknesses, and a few ways for me to hopefully improve on my game.